Hello viewers, welcome to our lecture series on marketing management, and I am here to extend my discussion about marketing philosophies and concepts. This is going to be part 4 of our lectures on this very topic, which is actually forming the base of our further discussion on the subject, because unless we understand what exactly is the philosophy of this subject, what are the basic concepts, what are the foundations of this subject, we cannot understand the further strategies and its implications. So, extending our discussion about marketing concepts, as I told you previously that we had a discussion about the way marketing has evolved. We had a discussion about the different concepts, starting from production concept to product concept, then selling, marketing, and now we are going to talk about societal marketing concept, that why this societal marketing concept has come into the picture, that we will discuss. And after that we will talk about the strategy, structure, process and people for two different types of companies, for two different companies which are having the product centric and customer centric approach in their implementation. So, what would be the strategy, structure, process and people if you are product centric, in relation to what if you are going to be a customer centric company, what changes we are going to witness, that will also be our point of discussion in today's lecture of mine. So, as I told you that from selling to marketing concept, we actually changed our starting point, focus point, means and ends also. I told you in great detail about the selling concept and marketing concept, and the crux of the story was that in marketing concept our focus is on market, our focus is on basically customer needs, the starting point is market, means are integrated marketing, and ultimate goal is profit through customer satisfaction. So, profit through customer satisfaction is actually the ultimate goal of any marketer as on date, who is actually willing to implement this marketing concept in toto. So, with the growing awareness about the social relevance of business, there is an attempt to make marketing also relevant for the society, also relevant to the society. As we all know that marketing means staying relevant in the marketplace. So, whether you are relevant as a marketer to the society or not, to what extent you are relevant to the society, and to make this happen, to make this a reality, this societal marketing concept came into the picture. So, in a way we can say that marketing is not a business activity alone, but it must take into account the social needs also. You cannot say that my job is to do business only, I am there to make profit only. You have to actually take take into consideration the social concerns also. If you are emitting more than the prescribed limit, or if you are emitting and causing some harm to the environment, it is your duty to actually curb it, to actually control it, to actually eliminate it. So, how to treat that emission which you are creating, that is also one of your concern. So, the societal marketing concept says that in all your processes, the concern for social needs must be given the top priority, must be given the significant priority, and that is what is the genesis of this societal marketing concept. So, excessive exploitation of resources, or you can call it environmental degradation, and the customer movements in particular, they have necessitated the recognition of relevance of marketing to be very specific towards the society. So, we all understand that since we are actually exploiting resources, we are using resources. In order to complete our process, in order to complete our production. So, what about that environmental degradation which we have generated, which we have caused? Are we going to return the same resources to our coming generation, or we are going to degrade it? Of course, we should not degrade it. We are supposed to ensure that whatever we have got, at least whatever we have inherited, at least the same we should pass on to our coming generation. So, marketing in that case must be socially responsible and accountable activity, and this is the crux of the societal marketing concept, that our activities, each and every activity as a marketer, is supposed to be not only socially responsible but also accountable. So, accountability need to be fixed, and my responsibility is not only to produce and sell it to my customer and ensure customer satisfaction, and my job is done. So, there is a step ahead, there is a triangle which actually indicates about our own purpose, our own objective, that what should we do. If we talk about society, what society wants? Society wants human welfare. you have to pay heed to the concerns of the society at large. So, whatever activities I am into, in any manner I should not cause any harm to the society. Some people think that, sir, do you think that societal marketing and social marketing, they are the same? No, they are entirely different in not only in concept, but also in its implementation. Having said the societal marketing concept, I am talking about paying heed to social concerns while performing my duties. Suppose I am into a production process, so whatever activities I am into, whatever production process I am following, during that process I should try to ensure that none of my activities should cause any harm to the environment. None of my activities should cause any degradation to the environment. So, that is part of societal marketing concept. If I am doing so, I am actually following the societal marketing concept, because I am sensitive towards the social concerns, the social needs. But when I talk about social marketing concept, it is entirely opposite to what I am doing. Suppose I am working in the field of accounting and finance, and I am basically a service provider company, and there is no production process, nor I am causing any harm to the environment. But suppose I am actually donating some amount under the CSR activities for the welfare of elderly people, or for the welfare of children who are actually suffering from malnutrition. That can be part of the social marketing, that I am there to pay heed to social concerns. But when I say societal marketing concept, it is basically a reflection of inclusion of the concerns towards social problems, which I am causing by the way of my processes. So, while doing my production or while performing my duties, if by any manner I am causing any degradation to the environment, I am supposed to ensure that proper treatment is being done to that. And this is why most of the companies, they are having emission treatment plant in their organization. They all know that there is an emission treatment plant to ensure that all those emissions which are coming out as a waste, they need to be treated at the plant only, so that waste should not go either into a river or in the society and causing any problem. So, that neighborhood should not face any problem because of our presence there. So, this is actually our concern towards society. Now, as a marketer, when I am saying that I am taking care of societal marketing concept, I need to understand that my job is it can be understood through a triangle. One is what my customer wants. My customer wants that whatever I am producing, that should have the ability to satisfy their need, because they are actually buying a bundle of utilities, they wanted a need satisfier. So, could I provide that satisfier into my product to my customers? That is a question in front of me. So, while saying that I am actually offering my goods to my consumers, to my customers, then of course I need to understand whether it could emerge as a need satisfier or not. If yes, it means you are actually catering to what you are supposed to do. And when I talk about company, what company wants? Company wants profit, because to survive as an organization, what we need is, we need some amount of profit which can be used as a lifeblood to the company. So, we have to understand what my company wants. Company wants profit, and society at large wants human welfare. So, in all my processes, when I am actually combining all three, then only I can say that I am following the societal marketing concept. Because if I am simply satisfying my customers' need, ensuring profit for my company, for my organization, it means I am actually fulfilling the goal which is supposed to be achieved as per marketing concept, that is profit through customer satisfaction. But we are going a step ahead, and that is called the social welfare, the human welfare, that whatever I am doing, that should actually be for the welfare of humans. Not only humans, but I would say that a step ahead is that it should be for all beings. So, you should not cause any harm to environment in any manner. That is actually the objective and the point of origin for the societal marketing concept. And nowadays marketers have realized also, we are talking about ESG reporting now. Gone are the days when the societal marketing concept used to be a luxury for marketers. Some of the marketers used to say that we are in a very nascent stage and it's too early for us to show concern towards the environmental problems, but it is not so now. The things have changed. Now we talk about the ESG reporting. Some people say my customers are buying my product because of their quality only. They don't know, they have no idea that whether in what manner you can say that my customers are going to buy a product if it is eco-friendly. So there used to be a jargon that we have to analyze the myth of we have to analyze two types of myth, that there is an eco-friendly customer and there is a green marketer. So analyzing the myth of a green marketer and eco-friendly customers. So there is a debate going on, there was a debate going on that whether marketers are green, or the second question was on the continuum was that are the customers eco-friendly, because if they are going to be eco-friendly, then they may have to shell out some extra amount to show their concern about that, because of course that kind of product may require some additional cost also. So nowadays it has completely changed. Now we do have green marketers along with the eco-friendly customers. Our customers are eco-friendly increasingly. They know the concern towards society, because they know, they have realized over a period of time that if we are going to make our environment not very safe for us, how would we survive? So we have to understand that we can't live in an air which is choking. We all understand the pressure of the environmental degradation in the name of smog and fog, what we call. So my dear learners, in societal marketing concept, we all understand that society wants nothing else but human welfare, and as a corporate citizen, it is the duty of every marketer, of every company, of every organization to show concern towards the environmental issues. And that is why we talk about environmental sustainability and growth, ESG reporting, and that ESG reporting has become now, although some of the parameters, they are not still the mandatory part of disclosure, but yes, companies are increasingly disclosing what they are doing for the social concerns, what they are actually doing for the environmental concerns. So the societal marketing concept is a step ahead in the field of marketing concepts, and we all understand the way it has not only evolved, but it is now the reality of the day. So if we actually classify these concepts in terms of different eras which marketing is witnessing, it can start from production era to product era, then selling era, marketing era, and social marketing era, which is actually coming from societal marketing concept. So when I talk about production era, basically the value proposition which was there at that point of time, it was focusing upon the product availability and its affordability. If products are available and they are affordable, customers will buy. That was actually the basic guiding principle of production era. I am just giving you this brief classification to provide a better understanding, to provide an aggregated understanding of all the marketing concepts which we have discussed up till now. So production era is basically having a value of product availability and affordability. When we transited from production era and entered into product era, we found the value to be the quality of the product, that whatever we are producing, whether it is a quality product or not. If it is a quality product, then of course they used to feel that customers are going to buy. Then came selling era. Selling era talked about how to stimulate sales, because over a period of time they realized that product was very good, but they could not sell it due to lack of stimulation, because customers were not aware. No matter how good your products are, but if you are not able to communicate it to your potential customers, to your potential market, how would they buy? So, sales stimulation is basically it became the value proposition during the selling era, and then came marketing era, where the customer satisfaction and long term relationship became the value proposition under the marketing era. And now is the time where we talk about the sustainability as a guiding principle, that now we are looking towards the sustainability as the value principle, value proposition for societal marketing era. So, this is actually a journey. Some of the students they ask me, I would tell you little later, that there is a debate going on, that why are we reading those concepts which are now not in practice. If we are actually witnessing the societal marketing concept, then why are we talking about the production era, product era, selling era and marketing era? The answer is very simple. If you do not understand the complete journey, if you do not know the entire journey from where marketing started, you cannot realize the mistakes which we were committing previously. And it is always said that a person is wise who understands from his own mistakes, but a person is wiser who understands from others' mistake. And it is always good to learn from others' mistake rather than committing a mistake yourself and then having a remorse that why did I do so. So, we should try to avoid committing mistakes on our own and learn from the mistakes of others, and that is actually the real way of learning, and that is the ideal way of implementing strategies. So, the social marketing era is basically having a value proposition of sustainability in itself, and which is still the most relevant concept. I would say, if you ask me about the relevance of these marketing concepts, I would say each one of them are still relevant in different contexts. What are those contexts? I'll discuss with you in this very lecture of mine. But for your understanding, let me tell you that if we combine marketing concept with that of societal marketing concept, it actually gives us the real value proposition as a marketer, because we are not only ensuring profit through customer satisfaction, but we do talk about sustainability. So, we have to understand, my dear learners, that marketing concept clubbed with societal marketing concept gives us a new concept called societal marketing concept, where we are basically behaving like a corporate citizen, not too corporate citizen, but a responsible and accountable corporate citizen. That is what marketing demands from us. That is what society demands from us. So, marketing has actually and gradually evolved out of the barter system, we all understand. And to be very specific, the industrial revolution, growing population, improvements in communications and transport facilities, they have increasingly contributed to this growth of what you call as marketing as an important economic activity. So, if you ask me about the three important reasons, I would say the first and the foremost is industrial revolution. It is the industrial revolution which actually made industries realize that, see, this is the only way we can keep the wheel moving, we can ensure that wheel is moving. And then growing population, of course, resulted into increase in demand, and when demand increases, of course, producers are there to supply the product, and when the production starts, more and more people get employment, and when they get employment, there is an increase in purchasing power, and if purchasing power increases, again the demand increases. So, this is basically the virtuous cycle. This is actually the cycle of growth, where you understand that how to proceed for doing your business. So, in the initial stages of development, village artisans and craftsmen, they made goods to order and tried to meet the neighborhood demand. But eventually we found that after industrial revolution, large scale production became the reality of the day, and large scale industries came into existence. And we all understand that in the initial stages of industrial revolution, producers were able to sell whatever they had produced. Whatever I have produced, I was able to sell at that point of time. So, there was no reason to look beyond that, and this is why, this is the reason they concentrated on higher production only. They thought that whatever I am producing, I am able to sell. So, what is the point of thinking about stimulating sales? So, at that stage, most of the enterprise or entrepreneurs or business people, they resorted to what you call as production concept. So, if you understand that why they were confined to that production concept, the reason was very obvious. If my we all understand necessity is the mother of invention. If my work is being done without taking any extra pain or going for any extra effort, why would I think my way of performing my duties? We all understand the term equilibrium. Equilibrium means absence of change, and we all wish to remain at the stage of equilibrium where the change is not required. So, change only comes when there is a need. Necessity is the mother of invention, and at that stage most of the enterprise they resorted to production concept cause their work was easily being done. Later on what happened? When the competition started, when more and more entrants came to the market, what happened? The producers started facing difficulties in selling. Suppose I am a producer, earlier I was having a kind of monopoly or duopoly, either I was the only producer and or there may be one or two, then of course it was quite easy for me to sell. But later on when the competition started intensifying, producers started facing difficulties to sell their products, and they were finding it difficult to whatever they were producing, and they realized that now it is time for us to improve our product. Unless I create a USP, that is unique selling proposition, which can differentiate my product with that of my competitors, customers are not going to buy. If I want my customer to be with me, if I want to retain my customers, existing customers and regain new customers, I need to develop a USP which nobody else can emulate, nobody else can copy. So, that unique selling proposition is nothing but improvement in the product, which actually became the need of the hour, and this actually led to the emergence of product concept and selling concept. So, still in those societies, in those economies where the competition is less, still we find the relevance of, we find this production and the product concept and selling concept to be relevant. So, we cannot say that these concepts have now become redundant and there is no need to even read about them. But again the story does not end here. With the increase in competition, the producers started realizing the advantage of producing what my customer want. What if I can customize my product according to the requirement of my customers, in place of selling whatever I have produced? What if I start talking to my customers that, see, tell us what you want, and if we can customize those products according to their requirement, nothing like that. And this actually led to the emergence of consumer orientation in marketing, and the emergence of marketing concept and societal concept became the order of the day. So, this is actually because of not our own wish, it is actually what market wants. Market is as dynamic as we are. So, this was actually a journey in which we were traveling as per the requirement. We all understand that when you are traveling, of course, your way of dealing with the area, your way of dealing with the roads actually changes. So, whatever according to the atmosphere, according to the situation, we react, and the same happened with the marketers. So, this transition from production to products, then selling, marketing and societal, it is actually a very interesting journey through which marketers have come across, and now they feel that the finest concept of marketing is societal marketing concept, which not only includes the social concerns, but also profit through customer satisfaction. So, in this way, my dear learners, we have discussed about the different concepts of marketing, and in the next lecture of mine I will be telling you about the strategy, structure, process and people for two different types of companies, one which is product centric and another which is customer centric. So, I hope you must have enjoyed this part of my lecture on this topic. Thank you so much.